Yo, 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 welcome in. They follow from Burners family, Raider Nation, Raider fans from LA, the town, Las Vegas, worldwide, silver and black pride, baby. Welcome in. We about to get it going again. I got my guy, his airness in the house. We got a special guest, Dre. You know, Dre is a good guy, man. He switches his background because he know that me and Isaiah would jump through the screen and try to choke him out if he put that New English shit on it. No, I'm just kidding. Nah. He's a good guy, man. He gets with the program, wanted to be a part of the show, got his background right. So welcome Isaiah and Dre, the sports junkie.
I appreciate you for having me on, and this is your show, so I gotta show the proper respect.
Absolutely, brother. I appreciate you, man. Please, respectfully, can we get a few more subscribers going? Uh, that's all. That's all. I'm not going to belabor the point on that. A few more subscribers. Please continue to watch and hit the thumbs up button. Have the notification button pushed in so that when we drop the videos, you guys can see it right away because the content is fresh. Most of the stuff we talk about is like right now. You need to like listen to it right at that time. Not being extra out either, please. So like, share, comment, subscribe. All right.
You dig?
Week 2 Raider preview show. Raiders got to go to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Take on the runner-up AFC champion and Lamar Jackson's Baltimore Ravens. 10 a.m. game, cross country. Raiders haven't traditionally done well in these games, although recently they've had success going and playing in these games. So, Baltimore Ravens, we know what they bring to the table on offense, Isaiah, Dre. So, let me say this. Nah, I ain't even gonna do that. I'm gonna let Isaiah lead in. Okay, Isaiah. You know the task in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking defensively, brother, what you think the Raiders need to try to go? How should they go about doing this?
First to add to your point about the Raiders having recent success in 10 a.m. games, I think that has to do with them during training camp wanting to beat the heat that is here in Southern Nevada. You can't practice at 10 a.m. By then, it's 100 degrees easily.
Nah,
Like
nah.
like like by then you don't want to
If
be
it's
outside. So
if it's not done before 9 a.m., you have to do it after 9 p.m.
exactly. So
Right?
they're getting in there by 6 a.m. The players have been dedicated to that. They also have inside facilities, so they usually move inside by 9, 10 o'clock, and they've been ready to rock and roll. As far as defensively, what they need to do is
That's a great point,
what
though, about the time. That's a great point.
what they need to do defensively is something that they didn't do well in the second half of the Chargers game, as they got a little bit more gassed and winded. I get that they got put in bad positions, but specifically like Divine Diablo, you got to tackle better. These guys are going to run the football. You got Derrick Henry. Uh, you're going to have to stack the box. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's going to be a tough task. And then you also got Lamar Jackson, who can throw and run. You got Isaiah Likely, who's a dynamic tight end, along with Mark Andrews, who hasn't even been utilized yet. So
I feel like
I don't know if it's something exactly to pinpoint that they need to do specifically because of how many weapons the Ravens have. They just need to stay disciplined and do exactly what Patrick Graham asked of them.
You're right, though. Discipline. Be
You
disciplined.
you
Have
just
good
gotta,
eyes.
yeah, yeah, you gotta trust your instincts. That's what I'll say the defense needs to do. Just trust your instincts.
Dre, you were saying?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, AP's in there already on that film, understanding this is not, this is not the Chargers now. Now we're dealing with who's gonna take the ball, Lamar or DH. We got to figure this out. So, and you don't have Kuntz, and that really hurts too. But like,
Yeah,
if they losing Kuntz hurts, but they can't think about that right now. They still got
right.
Crosby. They still got some players that can go out there and ball. But
Yeah.
like
No,
pretty much
Tyree. Tyree's not gonna
he's
play either.
he's not.
Yeah, he did not
No.
practice as of Wednesday today. So I mean yesterday. Excuse
Matter
me.
of
They
fact,
haven't.
let me clear that off. My bad. I effed up. We were supposed to do that first. Bowers, Diablo, Eichenberg practiced this morning. Full go. Uh, when they're full go, I don't even disclose what was wrong with them. Hell,
Yeah.
they're playing. Andre, Colton, JPJ, all three limited, and that is
Concerning.
not good. Yeah.
He said that's concerning.
I mean,
that,
that's the best. That's the best way to put it.
hey, I flat out said not good.
This man said,
Doesn't mean
The reason why
that
I
they
say
won't play, but they
yeah, I'll say concerning because Colton Miller, he's usually a guy who'll tough it out. They usually keep him limited to make sure he's all right. They don't want to wear him out in practice, and he's not able to play on Sunday.
he had a
Uh,
knee.
yeah, he has a knee issue going on. Andre James is an elbow. I'm concerned about that because if JPJ is also limited with an illness, then who's gonna play center? Like who who got
Parham.
his part? So then who's gonna
Then
be
you're
right
down to
guard?
Jordan Meredith. You
Or
start to
or
get way down into
do
you
you do
start to
you
get
do you
way down into the depth chart,
let
bro.
let me ask you this: Do you start the rookie at guard, DJ Glaze?
I do. I already said it. I do.
he said, I got no problem doing it.
Okay,
Yeah, but
well that
on the depth
okay
chart is uh Meredith would
okay
be there. And let's
yeah
just put it on the table. That scenario would be a total disaster. Dylan Parham, Jordan Meredith at the center guard against the Ravens. It's not gonna
yeah
be good.
yeah. I don't like the sound of that. I'm sorry. I love my team, but I do not like the sound of that.
No disrespect. This is as you get into the depth chart. And let's be honest
Yeah,
about JPJ. What do we think he about to get in there and do? He ain't even had a camp.
yeah,
You feel me? What do we honestly think he's gonna be able to get in there and do? He's lucky to be active, I would say. Isaiah,
this is true.
DCam and Tyree didn't practice today. So when you
Yeah,
don't practice on Thursday in NFL, you usually don't play.
Play on
Max did it
Sunday.
last year. Max did that one time. He's the one guy who was doubtful
Max
and played.
Max is insane. Like,
He really
you
is. Nobody
He,
does that.
he
So
really loves the game.
he got these guys DNP. On the other side, Van Noy is probably looking like he's not playing. He's got
yeah,
an
he has
eye injury.
the orbital fracture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Isaiah, back now. We no particular thing we got to do on D. We got to be on defense. We got to be disciplined, have good eyes. Now, one thing I noticed on Sunday with the Chargers game is Patrick Graham came with a legitimate 5-2. I don't know if you saw the video I did on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
TFFB
yes, I
channel.
did. I'm
Uh,
not sure if because Patrick Graham he does a fine job of being flexible with what package he'll run on defense. I just don't know if the 5-2 will necessarily be the right way to go with against the Ravens, especially with somebody like Lamar, because
well,
you
I
need
was
you need faster players out there.
I was Okay, you knew what I was gonna say before before I got to it. So no, you don't expect to see any of that.
I'm I'm not gonna say I don't expect to see any of it, but
Here's what I
to
noticed: they do a doubles, uh, and then and it'd be two tight ends, so they'd be in, 12 personnel, but they'll spread the two tight ends out and stack them, and then two
mhm,
wide receivers out to one side and stack them. And right there, I don't like that for the 5-2 look right
no,
there. That
no, no,
we're not going to be able to.
no.
Uh, there might you might get sneaking in there, but then Roman at the end of the Charger game started to exploit it a little bit. He caught it
But
slipping a few times and had Snowden out there in space, and he
yeah,
showed that he shouldn't be out there.
yeah.
Uh, this would be good maybe for Tyree to see if he could try to do, but nah, I feel you. Okay, so you don't think we're gonna see as much of that look this week?
Nah, nah. I see more nickel, more 4-3, 3-4, those type of package looks. Maybe 5-2 if you get into the red zone, like within 10 or something like that, and they're
You
showing
can
two
play
tight
man.
ends or
Yeah,
something like yeah. But
yeah,
I don't see it. Not how he extensively used it in the first and second half of the Chargers game.
yeah. And you think what you think about a little Masterson this week?
Uh, I did not like what I saw from Devon Diablo last week, and we talked about it, bro. You got to move on from that project of him being a three down linebacker. He might be the guy just for passing downs, and that's it. You see what Masterson can do. See what Eichenberg can do. Hell, he's full practice this week,
He's a full
so
go. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh
So
shoot,
see
he's
what
out
these
of
kids
Ohio
can do.
State.
and
Yeah,
you're not
I'm
going
not
to
saying
extend him. They're not going to extend this guy.
yeah. I don't see a long term extension on the horizon. So hell, what are we doing?
I say trade him. I'm just
Trade
keeping
him.
it 100. I know I might sound
What
harsh.
would you trade him for though? Like what
Fourth or fifth round pick if I could get it.
if you can get it? Okay.
Let's be honest. I'll take a sixth. Who am I kidding?
He said, "Let me
Uh,
not kid myself."
and I don't want to be in here ruining deals because they follow from burners. And they're gonna be like, well, when Mark called, like Telesco calls, they're gonna be like, no, hey, Ragu said the six is cool for this dude.
Ragu, just know if breaking news within the week or two says they traded for a six, I'm gonna call you and we're gonna have an emergency show.
Listen, Dre, Eichenberg is a fifth round pick. I'm just saying this is what you can get.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you can go and get yourself.
And are you guys sold
Uh,
on Eichenberg?
uh, uh, Jacorian Bennett was a fourth rounder. You feel me? You can find guys that can start for you. You in the fourth and maybe not so much fifth, but sometimes in the fifth,
If you get lucky, I guess.
sixth if you get really lucky
This is
and and,
true.
and get a guy that's determined. Because he's just gonna walk. We're just gonna have to let him go. They're not gonna extend.
And how old is Diablo, real quick? If you
He's a baby. Uh, younger than Isaiah.
Yeah. He's younger than me. He's like 24,
damn, and
26.
he
This is
and
his
you're
fourth year, and
the
he
way.
came out of Virginia Tech as a junior, I believe. So that would make him 25, maybe.
Damn. So
No, my
the
bad.
only
No, my
reason I was
bad.
asking,
He's 26. He just turned 26 in August.
Oh, okay.
damn,
All
the
right.
only
Yeah,
reason I
he
was
just turned
He
asking,
26.
just turned 26. Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So
The
yeah,
reason I
26-year-old starter.
It's just the way
Uh,
Isaiah was talking about him. He goes, I don't see some people. We gotta stop this 3 down back thing, and I was making it seem like Man, he must be 40 or something. And then, but no, I
No,
forget
not
he's
not.
young.
It's got nothing to do with age. Yeah, no, he's
Yeah,
in his prime.
nah,
So he's in his
yeah,
prime, and he's struggling.
yeah. He was a third round pick, so
Well, I feel like AP makes
So that's
changes
sounding
quick.
like sixth. That sounded like a sixth rounder. Telesco. Uh, and let's get Luke in there. Let's get a Bernie. Let's get a Gainer even perhaps.
He said, "I'll take anyone."
Eichenberg. My bad, Tommy. Uh, Eichenberg. Let's get a look at it. They're not going to extend them. And I'm not a guy that
yeah,
advocates for not paying guys. Y'all know that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
let's
I
be
like.
honest here. Let's be honest here.
yeah.
It's like
You gotta
five of
call a
them,
spade.
Isaiah, that's up for extensions on that defense. He's not going to be one of them, bro. He's
Yeah,
not.
you gotta call a spade a spade.
Anyway, I'm gonna get stuck on Devon Diablo. So, all right, we don't think we're gonna see as much 5-2. They got big bodies, bro. Ricard, they got a decent, they got a big O line. Uh, it's gonna be, it is what
It's
it
gonna be tough.
is. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
fight. It's gonna be a fight,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's gonna
That's a
be a
fact.
fight. I feel
Do
like
you?
we might see a little 4-3, legitimate 4-3
Yeah,
with
that's what I'm
three
saying.
linebackers in there
Yeah, we'll
at
still see
times.
three, 4-3, 3-4 with like Max playing an outside linebacker spot or something like that, and
I'm thinking even
uh,
Luke Masterson coming in and playing
look, I hope so. I mean, I hope so
the third
because
backer, and
How? Well, how do you guys feel
because
about
we short on D
Eichenberg?
lineman. I don't know
yeah,
how to feel about Eichenberg, right? Because I haven't seen him play.
Look, and I believe he was. You drafted him out of Ohio State, correct?
Did you just want to say that on the show,
No,
bro?
no, 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 no. I was saying I need to be sure before I just wanted to double check real quick before I
Yeah. He's you know where.
because you said I just wanted to be sure. But the only reason I brought that up is because you said you don't know too much about him, and I know from what we've seen, from what
Oh,
I've seen
college.
going through college and all that. But
We
he's still an effective pass rusher,
we know what he did in college.
yeah.
and now it's just trying to see if he can transition it over to the pros now.
We sure hope so, but fact of the matter is, Dre, we haven't seen it. I'm not saying he's played and we haven't seen it. We
Yeah,
literally haven't
Haven't
seen him
seen it.
play.
Yeah,
play.
Yeah,
Okay.
haven't seen him out there. And I heard he's a instincts guy, which is the total opposite of
What you need?
what Diablo is.
Oh, but the
No,
okay.
yeah.
no, you need give me the,
No, at that
Diablo looks the
inside
part.
linebacker, at that inside linebacker spot, bro, you need instincts. Like the one of the best linebackers that I've seen play, Luke Kuechly. His instincts
Mhm.
were second to none. He and as well as like you watch film, he knew what you wanted to run and what situations and everything. But that all plays a part into instincts, preparation, and trusting your gut on the field, knowing that you are right when you know you're right.
Yeah,
Bro, he was a master at it. So
yeah.
I need somebody like that at my middle linebacker spot. And
Be
for
instinctive.
whatever reason, the instincts don't seem to be there for Diop.
It's true, man. It's true. You hate to say it, but it is what it is.
Like I thought it would truly work, in this NFL. He's 6'3", 223,
But it's not
can
right now.
run and cover, but he can't tackle it. And at times when he's getting in the run gaps, he's not shedding the lineman or not shedding that full or whoever tight end, whatever it may be. And I'm like, uh,
You
that's
have
not
been
cutting it.
you have
Yeah.
been watching film.
And if you want to remain here, you're gonna have to figure something out and step it up.
Well,
Yeah,
it's it's time to cut bait, bro. He's not gonna all of a sudden.
No, yeah. It's you've seen too much now.
In my
yeah,
opinion, he's not gonna all of a sudden figure it out.
No, no.
It's not something that happens overnight.
Hey, and Dre, maybe somewhere else, Dre. Maybe somewhere else.
Maybe he's
Maybe
just
some
not a good
coaching
fit
somewhere
here.
else can unlock him.
Yeah, just maybe he ended up just not being a good fit here.
Maybe he should go back to safety. Maybe.
I thought that, man. I thought that, Ant. For real. I gave that. I mean, even on the Raiders, in certain situations, because it's just not working, bro. It's just not, But they didn't turn him into a backer now.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't even think he'd be able to do it. It'd be tough. All right, we fell on down the Diablo rabbit hole. Contain Lamar, cage rush, like AP said. It's not going to be too much 5-2. We're going to have to cover like I said, the doubles with Likely and Andrews and Bateman and Zay on the other side. Derrick Henry single back. That's rough. That's rough.
It's going to be a tough
pistol.
It'll be a tough task. It'll certainly be a tough task, but I feel like they can't get in their heads too much about it.
Yeah. My thing is Wilkins has to have a big game, and Crosby has to have a big game as well. As well as whoever is who's gonna be our edge this week on the other side of Crosby.
J. Rob.
Okay.
Is listed as a starter. Yeah.
I mean, he had a decent preseason. He showed me a few things in preseason.
I suspect Snowden will get some run over there too. J. Rob and Snowden.
Yeah.
Number 97, number 49.
Wilkins has to have a big game where, he's putting pressure on the pocket, but at the same time, J. Rob, Snowden, and Max have to contain him and not let him bounce outside. We know Max, what he can do. We've seen him chase Lamar down before. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he can do that every single play, but he does have a motor where he's not going to stop, So
yeah.
We'll see how things go. The defensive line has to have a big game. They have to get penetration balls. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's on rundowns or pass downs, because we can't have Derrick Henry going for $120, $130, and 2 touchdowns, and we can't have Lamar going for 200. We can't have him have a game like he did against the Chiefs, because the Chiefs happen to have Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry, we don't have Patrick Mahomes.
It'll be tough.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, we don't.
And I
don't
see this
have
team
that kind of offense.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of offense this year. We have weapons, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see them putting up 30 points in this game. If they want to win this game, they're going to have to play defense. They're going to have to control the clock. And we'll talk about what they need to do on offense. I almost jumped what they need to do on offense. So I'll stop right there.
I think we can kind of get into it. Defensively, I'm thinking of anything else. I trust Graham at this point.
They just gotta contain that run.
Oh yeah, I have my bad, Jerry. I have no problem with Patrick Graham at all. Earlier on, I saw you know what I'm saying, we were frustrated, but then we realized, bro, he doesn't have the players that he needs to put in these spots, and he's trying his best and he's doing what he can. And then that next year we saw that leap, and we're like, especially when AP took over, and we like, whoa, this is what our defense could have been. So and then you get the rumors of McDaniels trying to joystick him and shit. And we like, dude, you are offensive dude.
Yeah, man.
Stay over there.
Oh man, that dude, bro.
But we ain't gonna talk about that dude.
Yeah, but Dre, what you was gonna say?
Yeah, go ahead, Dre.
Oh no, you good. I was just gonna say for the Raiders, it's really, up front, it's really containing the run and focus because that's gonna be the hard part. Pause. Who are you gonna pick? Lamar or DH? And then the second level, which is, the secondary linebackers, how are they gonna do against the pass? How are they going to do in man cut? How are they going to take care of some of these outside receivers? That's my thing. Are they going to be able to cover the middle of the field? And more importantly, have you ever noticed teams that go to the playoffs or win and all that? They know how to get turnovers, create turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That if they can create turnovers, man, that will be a big like. I feel like if they can get a turnover early in the game or force an early turnover, that'll be big moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
like we
they
say
need
every
that
week,
spark.
We would
every
that
single
would
week,
be awesome. That would be
like
awesome.
like we say, every single week you have to win the turnover battle. Like
Mhm.
no matter what team you are. Last week we lost the turnover battle. What? Uh, 0-3.
I
Yeah,
think so.
we lost
We-
the turnover battle 0-3. So on the
Yeah.
season, we're -3 on turnover differential. So we're
Already.
already behind
Already.
the gun. Yeah, so we need to get going on that route.
So it's amazing what continuity does, right? When you look
Mm-hmm.
at the uh, defensive side of the ball on the Raiders, that's a coach that's been with his core of his defensive unit for 3 years
Hmm.
now.
Yeah,
They growing together, even though they inserted some new starters and they brought in Christian Wilkins from another team, but Wilkins was a veteran, ain't like he was a rookie coming in.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But now he's able to dig deeper into the playbook and come out with different looks for teams and even Romo said that the Raiders was throwing exotic looks at the Chargers. Um, so and then you look at the other side of the ball. I don't even want to really start on that, but really you look at the other side of the ball where we don't have that, and you see the difference. You see
yeah,
the difference in what's able to be executed. And then it brings you in the mind frame of a Chiefs ball club, and they're that you know how long they've been there together, bro.
yeah,
Shit, you feel me? So
yeah,
that's really what this shit this stuff comes down to, man. Being able to work with the same people
yeah.
for a while and have the trust and the everybody on the same
Team
page.
chemistry.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah,
you can't get it in practice either. You know, you might
no,
say, "Hey, these dudes are pros, bro. You should be able to practice that." Nah, bro. There's
no,
nothing like game speed. If you watch
Mm-hmm.
my
yeah,
videos, I always say that once or twice. Here we go. Game speed, right? It's not practice. You can say game speed in practice, but it's not. It's high
no,
level
It's
practice
fifty
speed.
percent. It's
No,
50%.
it's high level practice speed. It's not game speed, man. Um, so that I just wanted to say that. Now, I said we didn't talk about this dude, but Epps had a suspect game tackling. They talk about his leadership and how he calls it up.
They need to rap.
Um, this dude can't tackle, man, and his coverage is starting to be sus. He be too far. Did you see? Did you have any problems with Epps's game that you saw?
not necessarily, not too much. It was because I mean, I see what you're saying. Like all of them started missing tackles at a point. Like in the first half, bro, it was like the Chargers really couldn't get nothing.
Epps
You
started
know what I'm
off
saying?
missing little tackles, bro,
And and it was like,
taking bad
uh,
angles. I feel
yeah, I can understand that. I'll I'll keep an eye
maybe
on it for this
maybe
week.
I'm you know nitpicking the guy against the shit he was doing,
He,
but stuff he
like
was
I
doing.
said, he was always meant to be somewhat of a stopgap. You know, come in, show guys how to be a veteran, show guys what that position is supposed to do and supposed to be in this type of defense for somebody like Isaiah Paolo Mal, excuse me. and
So they're not.
maybe they might and as
So
well
they're
as
not
what's
re-signing
his
him
name?
either.
What's his name? Who we just drafted out of
Trey
Air
Taylor.
Force?
Trey
Yeah, Trey
Taylor.
Taylor. So they say they have high hopes for both of those players. They've been saying that for the last couple of years. So
Yeah. So they're
maybe,
not re-signing Epps. So okay, we
possibly.
doing Telesco. We doing your job for you. No on Epps and no on
on Diablo
Diablo. But see if we can trade Diablo because Philly traded Epps to us, right?
for a
No,
reason.
we just signed. No, we just signed
Oh,
Epps.
free agent.
We
Yeah, see,
signed him. Yeah,
see.
we signed him
Well,
to a 2-year, $12 million deal. So he wasn't. This is his second year in the deal.
so that leaves Malcolm,
Damn, 12 million for 2 years?
Yeah,
Hobbs, and Merrick. There you go, Tom. Uh, me and Isaiah and Dre, we just helped you out there.
I
yeah. I know
promise you,
Jack.
bro. When
Yeah,
news breaks,
whenever Jack Jones is eligible, go ahead and resign
Next
that too.
next year, not
Next year. Okay.
yeah,
Next
yeah.
year.
Jack
All right,
Jones
got it.
has to.
Yeah.
Jack has to stay.
We'd have to deal with him next season.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
That's a little bit better, actually.
Real fast before you move on, Ragu, I was gonna ask how
Yes,
much
sir.
when it comes to that re-signing stage, because you said it was next year, and I know that's obviously a while away, but if you were in the GM shoes, what would be the right amount to give him, and for how many years?
Quite. That's you know, this is a preview show that's about to turn into a whole different thing. Great question though. For Malcolm, oh man, I'm so disappointed for him
Yeah.
because he had a chance to
Get paid.
he had a chance to really put pressure on the Raiders, man, as far as how much they were going to have to come up with for him. So
Shit
let's
happens.
not start with him because he got hurt. So Hobbs, he's a slot corner, right? He's a slot corner. Uh, corner, I think the market is at about. It was going wasn't what with receivers until it's like AJ Brown made it take off. I think the top corner is what around 17, 18.
Yeah, around.
I think Isaiah.
Highest paid corner on average yearly is a year Jalen Ramsey with $24 million. Then
Oh
it's
my!
Patrick Surtain, $24 million.
And
Who's below that?
Ramsey just redid his deal to get to
Yeah,
that. So
Yeah.
24
Ja-
is the high number for a shutdown corner. All right. So you know, let's
I'd
keep it
say
real. Maybe
I say he could get. I say I mean he could get anywhere from like
I'm saying double digit. Get him to
yeah.
double digit millions. Get him
okay.
I
some
give him.
security. Maybe
We can give him Kenny Moore money, or Teron Johnson, Michael Carter II, DJ Reed money. 30 to 33 million.
So what?
3 years.
3 years? Okay.
3 years. That's double digit money. That's $10 to $11 million a year.
So three 333. A 333er would be good for him. With throw some guaranteed money in there for him.
Yep. So let's
Yeah.
go. We did another job. We did another job for you early.
And then
So
DJ Reed got 33 mil, 21 million total guaranteed, and 18
that sound
million fully guaranteed. That sounds like a
that
deal for
sounds a great deal right there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
That's
solid
that's
deal.
that's Hobbs money there. Okay, Trayvon. I know Minka and Jesse and those guys are at the top of the market there. Derwin.
Yeah, the highest paid. Well, the highest paid safety currently is Antoine Winfield Jr. of the Bucks.
Winfield.
He has a total value of 84 million with 21 average yearly, 45 guarantees, 45 fully guaranteed.
Great deal. For Antoine. Okay. All right. Then after Minka's after that, or is Bates is after that?
Derwin James is
Derwin
after
James.
that.
Oh.
Then it's Minka. Then it's Xavier McKinney. Then it's Jesse Bates.
Where's Jesse at?
Jesse is at 16 mil.
All right. So I'm saying we get Trey to double digits as well. 10-5. Maybe come with the same identical deal for Hobbs, him and Hobbs. Maybe give him 12. Some in the neighborhood of a 336 with 24 guaranteed. And when we say 3 years, we saying a 4-year contract, but last year voided. You know what I'm saying? You know how they do it. That's how they do it. You know, they put it as a 4-year deal and they void the last year, pay the man his money and get him on out of there. Or re-sign him to something else and tear up that deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the money.
So
That's the type of money
Grant
Delpit. That's the type of money Grant Delpit.
He's worth
Jalen
that.
Thompson.
He's worth that, bro. You got to get these guys to double digits.
Yeah.
Colts, I feel real bad for.
I do too.
Yeah, like I said, Epps' contract is over after this year, and he's 28 going on 29. So they might be going ahead.
I don't care how old he is. I ain't gonna say I don't like him. I feel like we can get Trey Taylor or maybe even Chris Smith to be Epps or Isaiah. They call him IPM. Get IPM to do what he does, man.
Yeah, I want to see him out in the field more because they just been, saying for the longest, that he's a guy to keep your eye out for. And I'm like, okay, show me what the guy can do. Let him play. Not in the sense I'm saying he can't play, but I just haven't seen enough besides preseason.
But that's about how much for those guys, Dre?
So that'll be the average. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Yeah, because I feel like if anyone's going to get re-signed to a really good deal on your defense, it should be him. I just feel like you said. I just feel
that's
for
true.
It's just hard. It's just hard when I'm not, like I said, when you're walking into the GM room and you had your breakout season, and then the next year you're like your get paid season where you could go even further, and you're hurt, and then they're like, the GM is. I'm not gonna lie, any GM is gonna try to hold that against you so they can keep you for cheaper.
Even if they,
you know what I mean?
Especially, I should say, the GM that didn't draft you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that drafted you, you might have a different relationship with them. But in this case,
you see how, you see how I felt like as soon as we found out how the injury was, I was hoping it was maybe week to week, and we found out he'd be out multiple weeks, and it's like, oh shit.
Going on
now
IR,
now we got to find out what to do with that position. Like, what are we gonna do? Yeah. So I'm hoping for the speedy recovery. I'm hoping that he's ready to go sooner than later. Pause, but let's. I hope that he arrives back to the team ready to go and has another breakout season, if you will, even better than last year, even though he missed 4 games.
And that 5'2" exotic look with Kuntz would have been
with
different.
Kuntz and Max, with Kuntz and Max, I feel like it'll work.
And when I was at football practice, I saw him working with the linebackers. Remember I said that?
Yeah.
Now I see why. Right? Now I see why. And, they was getting ready for Chargers and possibly Ravens as well. But then he ended up getting hurt. Anyway.
with him getting hurt too, that like for a coaching perspective, that's like fuck. Now we got to insert a whole new
Yeah,
fucking game plan,
yeah,
and we
bro.
don't know how quick he's gonna adapt to it.
All right, man. Injuries. What we need to do on defense. Um, what do the Raiders need to do on offense to come back to Las Vegas with a victory?
Block, please, fucking block.
Yeah,
Please, brothers, please block. I
and for
need,
both the pass and run,
yes, please.
How
because as
confident are you feeling if we got to start? We got to go Mumford Glaze at the tackle spots.
At both tackles.
Yeah. And in that scenario, I believe that they would flip Mumford to left and let Glaze play right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably say about a 6.
wait, then
You know what? I think it's the future. I'm like you. I'm not saying I'm ready for it to happen
Yeah.
because we probably gonna have some growing pains with it. But that's the future, man. 77 and 71. Bookend tackles. That's the future. But I hope
So you
Colton is
think?
ready. I hope he's
I'm
ready.
saying, but my thing is, Colton's only 29.
I know, but we got a chance to save some money there. Telesco didn't draft Colton.
I
We go
pass
I
back
get
into
it.
the
away.
draft and grab another lineman this year. Now we got 3. Well, really, we counting Mumford. 4. Mumford, JPJ, Glaze, and then the new guy, whoever we would draft at that time. 3 relatively young guys, ready to go.
They,
Telesco, I
they,
mean, holla at me, Telesco.
Send me an email or something.
I know
it just
Colton's only 29, but, he ain't no
it,
Trent Williams. He ain't going to be
I'm
around
not saying
34, 35, blocking it up.
I don't know.
He's starting to be a little injury prone. I think we both can agree with that. He's starting to be a little injury prone.
And that's not a good. That's not
Last
good
year it's the
moving.
shoulder. He get the shoulder fixed. He come back. Now he got a knee. What we
And
gonna do?
then
What are we
and
gonna
then
do?
the knee is gonna be the ankle next.
I mean, last year he was still ready to play with the shoulder though.
Um,
That was AP who kept him out.
But
I am
he
concerned
kept him
about
out.
the run game
You guys are
against the
29th.
Ravens.
You guys are 29th to start.
I,
I was just
That's
about
how
to
it.
ask
But
you that.
you
that's
mean
how
there
it
was
always
somebody
started.
worse than us?
No. I'm just saying
Yeah,
I was
if we're
just about
29th, yeah, it's 3
out.
teams. 30, 31, 30. Yeah, it's 3 teams worth.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, are you confident if they can get as if they can are not only my bad, I'm talking too fast. Are you confident in the blocking this week, and are you confident in them being able to provide lanes?
I mean, the first few weeks I'm never confident in the blocking.
No
Like I
and
told Ragoo.
no.
Yeah, like I told
Damn.
Ragoo, that same if you remember that same year that Josh Jacobs won the rushing title, what was our worst aspect? Blocking. We were
Yeah,
terrible. We were horrendous.
yeah,
And
true.
then at the end of the year, we had the lead touchdown catcher and the leading rusher, uh,
That did
Josh
happen.
Jacobs. So it's like at the beginning of the year, I'm never confident, and then somehow these guys end up like top 10 in blocking. I don't
End
know
of the
how.
year.
I like literally I don't know how.
It's
every
like they
time.
literally flip a switch after week 10.
They, it's just kind of like more of the same as last week, but they do a little more.
But the blocking's got to get in sync too.
They
They can't just get
they do a little
unloved.
more odd front than the Chargers, so you're gonna have somebody right over the center sometimes. Um, always somebody in the A gap, but not. They're not gonna have two dudes down there like the
Yeah.
Chargers had Puna and the other dude. Man, we just couldn't
Yeah,
move those guys, man.
yeah.
So I think we might be able to make some lanes, but the key is blocking. It is blocking. Big Michael Mayer, we need you to block too. We need you to do
Mm.
a good job blocking on some of those wham blocks. Uh, because I saw the tape, Mayor. Uh, and I know it was Bosa and Mac, right? And this is not JV. You're not playing against Boston College. Uh, but this is your second year also. So it's
Yeah.
man, that's how I know there is no substitute for games. Because I bet you in practice he's making those blocks. But now when you come across there and it's not your buddy that you about to go to the buffet with, it's Khalil Mack that you got to come and hit at the as the end man on the line of scrimmage, and they're still eating your lunch, Mayor. They're still eating your lunch. I saw it. So we need you to block well, and we need, like Isaiah said, block. Like it sounds simple,
But freaking
but
block.
it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Block everybody.
Because if that line can't get going, then your offense is going to be stale.
Do you think they travel Humphrey with Tay?
I mean, then you're gonna have to leave the option of leaving Jacoby open.
And I'm saying, you still cover Jacoby, but they put their best on, try to go good on good, but it's tough to do Devontae like that if they
Yeah,
use him correctly, because they'll put him in the slide and motion him and do all kind of stuff.
yeah.
However, Getsy, well, let's talk about all this, man. All right, now we got issues with the offensive line, perhaps. If we're being honest, Dre, you might not be privy to this, but the starting five really's only played about a month. Like been together for about a month and only played that one game and didn't play any preseason games. No
Yeah.
preseason was the starting five O-line together.
Damn. Until week 1 of the regular season.
Yes. Yes. So
that's a lot of time, bro, because we just got done talking about team chemistry.
So let's continue. Let's talk about it. In a new offense as well. All right.
Yeah.
So
That's tough.
Yeah, man.
Learning a whole different schema.
Yes. Right? So when we was, and I'm glad Isaiah talked me off the ledge, but at the same time though, we was both very critical of the offensive line. But that's a factor, man. New scheme. The five guys first time working together, truly.
Was week 1.
It's gonna be some growing pains, bro. It's gonna be
And
some
you know what
we gotta
teams
keep
don't
it
have?
1,000.
Exactly. You know what teams don't have these issues? The
Teams with
49ers.
continuity. Why? Because
now the Detroit Lions. Now the Baltimore Ravens have for like last 15 years, dag near with the as far as at least the run game, they've always been a team who can run the ball. Shoot, even the Patriots for the last 20 years, except for like right now, They had continuity. They
Yeah,
knew
man.
what type of team they were. They had an identity. They had
There
an
Yeah.
you go,
identity,
Isaiah. That's the
and,
word.
And they had
and they had
people that had worked
that's
together doing this stuff for years,
hmm hmm
bro.
and that's why like even when like Belichick would plug in a receiver here and there or plug in a player here and there, you got 10 other guys who like looking at you like, bro, nah, this is how we do things here. This is how
Yes,
things go here.
yes,
This is how
yes,
this is how we run the offense. And then if you fuck up, they like, nah, bro. Everybody like, nah, it was you this time. And
yeah,
then if somebody else fuck up, they be like, nah, it was you was right, bro. Hold on, we finna get on him. It was you this time. Everybody is on the same fucking page.
yeah, man.
Everyone's held accountable.
That's why teams
Accountability.
who
Yes, yeah, Dre.
constantly like like us, the Browns, the Browns are starting to get their identity back. I mean, they've made the playoffs a little bit more consistently and stuff. But I'm talking about as far as historically, as far as I've been a lot, as far as I've been a lot. Let me clarify that. Have not had the continuity and identity that they needed to be successful teams. Even the Lions just now get their identity to be a perennial playoff team and
And where'd they end
possibly a
last
Super
year?
Bowl team. Exactly. They like we saw, Dan Campbell truly believed in his players, truly believed in what he was implementing in that team. He had a GM who was behind him. He had a city who was behind him, and he said, "Let's rock and roll." And now they're getting the fruits of their labor. They're reaping what they sowed.
Hey, and ownership behind it.
Yeah, yeah.
You
You
know,
got to have ownership behind them. Yeah, you got to have an owner
you have
who's
a losing season and the owner don't pull the plug on you. He
yeah.
So
he
it's
he like I believe. I believe in you.
so
Yeah,
it's
and there's a
um,
limit to these things. You know, there's a that's why sports is such a gray area, and owning a sports team is such a difficult task because it's like, okay, when do you get to that point where it's like this is unacceptable, and where you're like, all right, I need to trust in them and keep going. So I understand, I get it, but like we've had, I can't tell you how many damn head coaches in the last 20, 25 years.
And that's what we got to stop doing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We got to get some continuity going because you see it on our own team on defense. You see it.
you change with a coach, you change a coach, you change the scheme.
You leave a guy there, leave the guys he's coaching there. All of a sudden, man, it comes together, bro.
Yeah.
Um, so we got a tall task ahead of us Sunday.
This Sunday, and it's just tough. Like you guys could still make postseason. It's just tough to start.
And I don't want to be gloom and doom and say we got no chance,
It's any given Sunday.
man, but we got to go up here and be laser focused. No penalties, no turnovers. Meanwhile, get a turnover. Dre, you mentioned that earlier.
Force takeaways, create them.
I'm gonna go so far as to say, man, maybe even somehow defensively try to get in the end zone ourselves.
Yeah, pick six, fumble recovery.
Like I
You
said,
you guys know at some point I was gonna have to address the Lamar Stan uh, factor. Uh, I, I can't even describe the feeling I have when watching us play against them. It's like I want us to get him, but I don't want us to hurt him. You know, I want him to do well, but I don't want them to beat us. It's
yeah,
crazy. I truly like the kid, man. I think he should be one of the faces of the NFL, but they ain't for whatever reason. That's a whole nother show probably. Uh, so he could do no wrong with me. So that's what I would like to see him do well, but not well enough to win. Us get after him, but not, mess him up for his season. Uh, Dre, was you about to say something?
You were the off. Yeah, I just wanted to say, well, number one, man, the way you love Lamar Jackson is how I love Brady. Like, and then
Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy.
yeah. And number 2, though, offensively, bro, not only do they have to enter the red zone more than one time, but they also got to execute in it. They finished 0 for 1, but again, it's only one trip that they failed, but come on, one trip in a 60-minute game is not efficient.
Yeah.
That just means you're getting to the 50-yard line, and that's about it. Maybe
I'm gonna tell you this. I think I'm gonna like to see a little bit more Madison. I don't mind Minshew and Tay getting a little bit greedy and just kind of concentrating on getting that chemistry nailed down.
Yeah, like bro, go full Matthew Stafford Cooper Cup out there, bro. Give him 20 targets. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, for real, man.
Correction, Isaiah. It was 2 turnovers to 1, not 3. We all got that one wrong.
Well, it was 3.
No, it was 3. It was 3.
Oh, 3 in total.
Threw the fumble.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just 3 in total. I mean, the
last one was garbage time. Yeah, but it did happen though.
It happened. It happened. So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, so we're good. Okay.
Yeah, we good.
So that's it, man. Tay can be targeted, you know, like be aggressive with him. I would say you got to run the football. There's no way around running the football. You have to be able to run the football, man, or it's going to be a long day. Which comes back to our original thing of blocking. They don't have quite the stoutness that the Chargers had on the defensive line, but then they have Roquan Smith at the second level, which the Chargers had nothing like that. So it's, and then, which is kind of my concern, and I said I was going to mention this, number 14, Kyle Hamilton. I don't know how much money he makes, but he's one of the very best.
Oh, he's a rookie. I mean, well, on his rookie.
Oh, he's still on his rookie deal. Yeah, he's headed for
year.
He's headed for a big payday. He's one of the very best in the National Football League.
I'm excited
lives
too.
in the box.
Like right now, like you said, after the whole CBA situation out there, I believe it was Bradford and Jamarcus Russell had signed their deals and stuff, their rookie deals, with all their guaranteed money and stuff, and then players were a bit upset at that. Nah, the Ravens have a steal with Kyle Hamilton, technically right now.
Yeah.
Bro, he's getting paid pennies on the dollar for what he's worth.
And that's how it is. That's what they did to themselves, bro. But anyway, he's my concern because that box safety is kind of always that wild card as far as the blocking scheme. Can you even scheme it up to block him? He's always an extra guy most of the time. And this dude is thirsty. So
he's different. He can cover and block.
This dude is thirsty, man.
Yeah.
Bottom effing line. This dude is.
And it's just like, if we can get this win on the road, this would be an extremely big win on the road. You got some, more suspect teams with more suspect quarterbacks coming up along the way. Especially with the Panthers. Like I might have an aneurysm. I hate to look forward, but I might have an aneurysm if we lose to the Panthers.
We're not gonna jump the gun. We're not gonna jump.
Yeah, I don't want to jump the gun, but
come back.
That's what I said. I'm gonna come back, but we got some teams that I don't like to look forward. So let's focus on this week. Let's get a big win, and then you boys get to come back home.
Yeah, we could win this one. We can win this one.
We could have won last week.
Right. We saying we got a block. We have to target Devontae heavily. I'm speaking offensively only.
Oh, offensive. Okay.
Target Devontae heavily.
Yeah.
Run the football. Take care of the football. right? Win the turnover battle.
Yeah.
Defensively, we spoke on it. We got to have good eyes. We're probably not going to be able to run the 5-2. Cage rush Lamar.
And stack the box.
Stack the box to tackle Derrick Henry. We feel like we can cover their receivers.
Yeah. On both sides of the ball, you got to win in the trenches. Like
it would be fun. Yeah, absolutely. You
you,
got to control the line of scrimmage on both sides. It would be fun, and that's going to be a tall task for our offensive line. We know. Well, let's just say we expect the 5 to be there. We expect Miller, Whitehair, James, Parham, and Mumford to start.
Yeah, right now that's what I expect. I don't know if Miller and them practiced this morning. Do you know? They full
They were
practice or
limited.
were they?
They were limited.
Oh, they were limited this morning too.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this morning they was limited.
On the website, it only has Wednesday uploaded.
So prediction, man. Guess where we're at. Prediction time for the Raider game. We're gonna do ATS in a second here, but right now, Raider game. I need a score of who's gonna win and score.
And by what score? Okay. Oh my God, Isaiah, you gonna have to start.
I say Carlson redeems himself this week. 23-20.
23-20. Ooh.
And Carlson redeems himself this week.
Right?
I'm gonna go 3-point win by the Raiders, but I'm gonna go a little lower. I'm actually gonna go 17-14, Oakland, Las Vegas.
Hmm.
You said what?
I'm going
17?
17-14.
Interesting.
Because that defense isn't, I'm telling you, that defense is gonna give, if they can control, if they can contain DH and stop Lamar, not stop Lamar, you can't really stop him, but don't let him get
Contain.
100 yards rushing. Keep him under 100 yards. Keep him under fucking 80 yards rushing if you can. But that defense is gonna come out because they know what task they have ahead of them. They know what the outsiders are already saying. So I feel like they're gonna really play with a chip. I think the offense will get their groove. I think the O line will start to find. I'm not gonna say. I think the O line will start to create some lanes for their guys to, run through. Give their QB some time to actually, get rid of it a little bit. But this is gonna be a defensive game. 17-14 Raiders. Carlson will come in and kick the game winner.
I'm with you on the. I'm gonna keep calling him Cash Money Carlson right now, bro. But
You're a little nervous.
I'm right there on him, bro, because he missed that kick last week. It was a big momentum kick. People think I'm tripping. They like, y'all lost by 2 scores, but I'm telling you, the point in the game where it happened and then what happened after was extremely crucial. But anyway, man, I got
Ragu, you forgot something.
What's that?
You said it in our last show. You said the one thing that upset you with AP was that punt when they should have gone for it.
He didn't go for it. Yeah. I'm gone from the Charger game though, as far as
well, I know.
I talked about us running what
reference.
defenses we ran against the Chargers because that's all we have to reference because that was week 1.
Yeah.
But I'm done. I moved on. I said my piece about that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm kind of with you on the low scoring. It's not too many less points than what Isaiah had. Looks like about we differ from about maybe 7 or 8 points or so total on the total. But I'm thinking a 1917 Raider
Ooh,
victory,
okay.
man.
It's
Oh,
gonna
so
be
you expect Carlson to be out there quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay.
thinking, you know, I'm just kind of feeling like the offensive. We're not quite there. We're working through
Hmm.
some things, and
Hmm.
we will have some good drives, and then end up stalling uh, because of the lack of continuity on the offensive line, because of the lack of the continuity of the offensive coordinator and play caller. We'll have some drive stall, but defensive good enough to hold them uh, to just 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and we'll pull it out. Pause. 1917. Uh,
yeah, I'm sorry, Ragu. You said that with conviction.
so okay, we at that point. Trey, anything else you want to add special about the game? You know, something that people should watch for, maybe.
Watch for?
Anything you want to say about the game?
Yeah, honestly,
The
I also
game.
want you to pay attention to how well they create turnovers. I want to see how well how fast this defense can get a turnover. Not just for a turnover will go a big way, but can they also create the turnover, not only win the turnover battle, but at least score on one of them?
That would be awesome.
Because bro, defenses that score
Might even take that.
turnovers,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
everything
that's
to
what
your
it took for us
offense.
to beat the Chiefs.
Anything specific
Um,
about the game?
let's play some discipline in violent, intense football, gentlemen, within the rules, obviously. I like how disciplined they were with the flags on last Sunday, so let's keep that trend going.
What you want to see
That's been
early for the Raiders to have success? What you want to see early?
pressure on
Either
Lamar and
okay,
pressure on Lamar and win in the trenches. Win in the trenches. How about that? Winning in the trenches on both sides of the football. I need to see that early. And then I know it doesn't have to do with Raider football, but it's still Vegas. Shout out to Miss Asia Wilson breaking the single season points record last night.
wow,
You know,
wow,
she's on her way to 1,000. I think she's at 950 now,
Woo,
wow.
I
woo,
believe.
woo.
So
And how old is
shout
she?
out to her. Asia Wilson is my age, maybe a year older. Let's
So
see.
late 20s.
Yeah,
Wow.
in fact, she might be younger than me while I'm talking. Oh no, she's a year older than me. Excuse me, Miss
Oh,
Wilson. I
so she could
apologize.
get there.
Yeah, my apologies. I ain't trying to show no disrespect. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. She's at 956, and I believe the Aces have 3 or 4 games left, so
Okay.
she
Count
can
that.
certainly get there. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no.
Oh, my bad.
Great job, Asia. Wow.
I
That's
think I want to
tremendous.
say one more thing, but I cannot remember. So I think that's it for me. Oh yeah,
Okay.
and shout out to Shohei who's at 47,
Yeah.
47. Come
Mm-hmm.
on, brother. Get 3 more on each side, brother. 3 more stolen bases, 3 more homers, baby. First 50 50 player of
50-50.
all time. He's still the first 47 player of all time. So each time he does it, he's breaking another record, but I would love to see him get the 50-50. Like, that'd be insane.
Stay
No
tuned.
player has ever done that.
So
And
look,
also, Ragu, my bad. I forgot that one
no,
more
we
thing.
we still gonna be here, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. I
Stay
just wanted to
tuned
say,
for the prediction show. We're gonna run through it right after this. But as far as the Raiders and Ravens go this Sunday, we got 23-20 and 17-14, Dre 19-17.
whew,
Ragu. Hopefully the Raiders can pull this out. Pause. Um, and we thank y'all for joining us, man. And like I always say, man, just win, baby, and peace.